this is what we call the hidden UI. Every, I would say, leaf represents a different application, some sort of, each state or each leaf represents a different state of application. So let's say this is what you see the browser. I'm not sure whether Wi-Fi is working here or not, but let's say the Wi-Fi is working. So you can interact with the applications. See, there's a basic difference between in Android what you call widget and this leaf, because widget you don't have any function associated with that. In this case, there's a limited number of functionality which is associated with that. I'll show you one example. Let's say this is a way to actually add the application in the leaf mode. Okay, this is what you see as the memory browser or the browser or whatever. Let's say it's the mind of the complete device, and you can access all your drives here. Let's say if I don't have the pen drive, or else I could have shown to you. Okay. So this is all the data which you have on your device. But the best part is I haven't started the complete application. That means it's not consuming all the resources which it was supposed to be consuming. That's the best part of this mode. Okay. Let me add you more applications. Okay, I have added calendar application. This is I'm just adding a mail application.
So now all of the applications that you drag down are running, you can flip back and forth between them.
Yes, back and forth. So these are three different states of three different applications. Let's say you have a chat application which is running here, you have an email application which is running here, and you have third, like let's say Facebook application. All the applications are working at the same point of time. That means this is what we call as pure multitasking. You can have all three applications running at the same point of time. You can interact with all three of them. Let's say you want to change your application. Let's say you have 50 leaves open up. Now we want to change the leaf. So this is the way of changing the leaf. Again, click on something that will pops up.
1 second here. Okay, so we're looking at the panel switcher here that lets you flip back and forth between open programs.
Yeah,
and how would you close one if you wanted to?
So let's say you want to start this particular app, this app. So this is the way of actually doing it. And let's say if you want to run the full screen app, so first what you have to do, you have to launch the complete applications. So this is the way of actually launching the complete application.
Now, are the applications that are available in panel mode, are they all available as full screen versions as well?
Yeah. So the panel mode is actually is the reduced functionality mode of the full screen app. Let's say in this case, this is a quick setting, which is a panel view of the full screen setting app. This is the most commonly used setting which people might do on the go. So that's why we added all the functionality here. The best part is the complete application is not running. That means you're not using the memory, you're not using the RAM, you're not using the CPU power. So your power consumption is less, your battery backup is very high.
What about standard Google apps? I mean, I know you don't have access to the Android market, but if I wanted to download an app and install it, something like Angry Birds or whatever that's not meant to run in panels, does it just run them in full screen?
Yeah.
Do they show up in the program launcher as well?
So all these apps are from our friends, from our partners, basically. Let's say I'll launch this Kobo app. So now this Kobo app doesn't have the panel. So the panel's manager gives you an option of launching the app in the full screen mode. I'm not sure if it's working. So this is the app from Kobo. So this is the normal app which you download from Google from Android market. So application that doesn't have the panel designed for that particular application runs in the full screen or whatever way they have designed for the Android.
And while we've got it in an ebook mode here, could you show me the Pixel
sure.
C power?
Sure, but to look at the ebook mode, you have to have good ambient light.
Right.
Which is not the case.
So it's dark in here, so you can't see very well. But basically, the backlight is cut off.
Yeah.
And what we're looking at is ambient lighting.
I can show you.
Actually, it looks pretty good right there on the table.
Yeah, very well. Yeah. Now you can see it's quite visible.
So it works in direct sunlight. It doesn't reflect any glare. It's not quite e-ink, but it's pretty similar in overall quality.
Quite e-ink because it still has some colors.
Mm-hmm.
And the best part is the refresh rate is very high. But in the night, Pixel G and the normal screen looks like the same. There's no difference in the power consumption because in the night there's no ambient light.
Right. And with the what kind of battery life improvement are you seeing with the backlight turned off?
That really depends upon in what condition you are using the device, because we have seen that people don't. So this is the way of actually starting the Pixel G mode. I would say the complete reflective mode. But we have seen that people are not using this mode. The reason is, let's say even if you're traveling in the sunlight, you don't know when will you come in the shadow. So what people do is this is where the light sensor comes into the picture. So what people does is they keep the device in the light sensor mode, so that device automatically detects when you're in the sunlight and when you're in the shadow or when you're inside any building. So we're expecting somewhere around 1.5 to 2.5% improvement in the battery, but that really depends upon how much time you're spending in the sun. Because in the normal, let's say you're sitting here, there's no difference because you cannot read in the Pixel G mode. So it's somewhere around 1 to 2.5%. It purely depends upon where exactly you are.
And also, the Pixel G version, I understand, is a little bit thicker because the screen's a little bit thicker, right? So
it's same. It's same. We have kept them both of them same.
It is the same. Okay, I remember originally you were saying it was going to be thicker, but
it was. Our plan was that, but now it's both of them are same.
Well, that's not bad. And the buttons here, like most Android devices, I see you've got 4 buttons, but these are not the same buttons we normally see, right? So what are the functions here?
This is for the back, the normal back functionality. This is what you can say is equivalent of menu button. But this is to basically launch an application in the full screen mode. This is the panel switcher, which we have. This is the search button and turn off the light.
So press and hold to control the light. And then the last thing is, whereas a lot of other companies are doing sort of the front and the rear-facing cameras, you've actually got a swivel here, so you can use the same camera.
Yeah, you can use the same camera.
Can you just show me the motion there?
So you can go up to 180.
And what's the resolution of the camera?
3.2 megapixel. It's an autofocus camera. 3.2
Okay. So there's a first look at the user interface and the hardware of the Notion Ink Atom tablet, which is supposed to start shipping to the first customers later this month, after January 11th, I believe. Yes.